Philly, Meek Mill. What are your thoughts on his legal woes right now?
Oh man, shout out to my brother Meek. You know,
We got to do it.
I literally just wrote Meek a letter 3 days ago. I sent him about 10 books. And I always send Meek books, you know, when he's on house arrest, locked up, whatever. I love Meek, and he's a good brother. And I think that we have a system that is too punitive. We ask the wrong questions. We ask who did it and how do we punish them. Instead of asking who did it and how do we punish them, we have to ask ourselves who was harmed and how do we make them whole again. And if you ask the question, who did it and how do we punish them, then you're always looking to beat people. You're always looking to hurt people. You're always looking to lock people up. You're always looking to cage people. And so you have somebody who is on probation for 10 years. If I followed you around for 10 years, 15 years. I mean, how about this? If I followed you on the highway for an hour, how many rules would you break?
If I know you're following me, none.
Right.
But I'm from Jersey, so I go a little fast.
Until you get comfortable, right? And then you be like, hey, follow me. Then you be like, all right, I'm not exactly 4 car lengths behind. All right, I didn't stop at the stop sign exactly long enough. I might take my seatbelt off for a second to roll down the window and so forth and so on. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And when the system surveils our people, not just for a week or a month, but for 10, 15 years, you're going to catch them doing something. If someone needs to not use drugs to stay out of jail, rehab and treatment is what they need, not incarceration. Right. Meek's not perfect. Could Meek make better choices? Absolutely. Could I make better choices? Absolutely. Could you make better choices? Absolutely.
Every day.
Every day. But the key to this is to live in a world where you don't have to be perfect to survive. Everybody's entitled to 3 things: good love, healthy choices, and second chances. And unfortunately, the vulnerable don't get any of those things from the state, particularly second chances. So yeah, I want Meek to be okay. I want Meek to come home. I want Meek to make good music. But I don't want us to focus just on my brother Meek. I also want us to look at how Meek is a representation of a broader systemic problem where we get over-incarcerated, where our probation sentences are too long, and where judges are quick to throw us in the right. And if Meek weren't rich and famous, he'd have been there a long time ago. I mean, so this is not normal behavior. And then there's all the irregularities in the case that the other people can get.
The corruption.
Yeah, that I can't speak to just because not because I'm afraid to, because I just don't know enough about it. Mm-hmm. But all of it needs to get dealt with. You know what I mean? But again, I pray Meek comes home soon. I hope he lives a long, healthy life. And the last time I talked to Meek, which was right before he got locked up, we were talking about New Jim Crow. We were talking about the movie 13. And he was telling me about some laws about incarceration. Meek is thinking about this stuff. He's drilling down. Meek's gonna come home a different person, man, or even better. Not because of prison. I'll be clear about that. Jail ain't making Meek better. Meek is making Meek better. But despite his extraordinarily absurd circumstance, he's gonna be bigger and stronger than ever.
Last question, just curious. What 10 books did you send him?
I can't say.
Come on, give me 2. 3, top 3 books.
Honestly, my worry is that if I tell you what books I sent him, people will see this and they will stop those books from getting into prison. That's my concern. The prisons are doing everything they can to stop us from sending books. They're making it illegal for bookstores to even get books to prison. They're going to have one vendor that can sell to bookstores. And part of it is about censorship and part of it is about money. And I don't want to be a part of any of that. So as we say in the hood, no name, no blame. I ain't telling nobody nothing. But hope Meek enjoys the books. And when he come home, he'll tell you.
Marc Lamont Hill, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mina SayWhat Lona. Always just inspirational, and just your words are right on point. So.